Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of the Buddy Color with Anne. I'm going to call this the reboot. Reboot Buddy Color. Because when I was working on the last mandala, you know, it was kind of a little bit of a bust. But let me show you what the last one was going to look like. Let's see. I think I have it. Oh, where is it? Give me a second. Okay, so this is the mandala that I was originally doing for the Buddy Color with Anne. And so what we decided to do was we had, we weren't going to color the same mandala, but we were going to have one from books that we already had. And mine came from this mandala coloring book by Jim Gogarty. And so I had finished this one on camera, but when I went to edit the footage of me finishing this up on camera, my camera angle was off, and so my head was in the way quite a bit of the time, probably about 99% of the time. So I didn't feel that it was going to be a video that was going to be worth uploading. So what I decided to do was I did a reboot, and so I showed this picture. So Anne's going to get 2 pictures for the price of 1. And I decided to go ahead and start over with a new mandala. Now, on the mandala that I showed you, we did the Van Dyke Brown, we did Permanent Carmine, which was red, and we did a Phthalo Blue. So for this one, we decided to go ahead and do a Permanent Olive Green, or Green Olive. We're doing a dark red, and we are doing a Cobalt Blue. So it's going to look a little Christmassy, but that is all fine and good. So we're just going to continue where we left off, and we're going to color. I'm going to start coloring some of these bigger hearts with red. And so I'm going to make sure that I'm in frame so that we can see everything. And I like that I have some bigger spaces here to color because it is much easier for me to do. As my disclaimer, I am doing this with the visual impairment, which means that I have to get close to my work, to my book, so I can see what I am doing. So you're going to see my head in the video quite a bit, but I'm trying to mess with camera angles so my head is not actually on top of what I'm trying to color for the most part. And I hope you guys will be able to actually see what it is that I'm coloring. I'm using my Polychromos pencils because those are my absolute favorite. I have many colored pencil sets, but if I had to choose, like if I had to get rid of all of my colored pencil sets, and I'm shuddering as I say this, shuddering, and if I had to get rid of everything colored pencils and just choose one set of colored pencils, I think my Polychromos would be what I would choose, just because I love, absolutely love these pencils. So, I love how they lay down. I love how they work. I love how they blend. Yeah. Yep. So one thing I didn't mention in my last video, I watched part 1 of Anne's video where she was coloring her mandala. And she was talking about making pickles. She was talking about being the pickle queen of the South because she was making a lot of pickles. And I do not like pickles. I do not like cucumbers, so it would stand to reason that I do not like pickles. Hi, dear.
Hi, dear. Hi, dogs.
And, but my husband and my daughter love pickles. And let me tell you what, if we had homemade pickles here, that jar would not last 2 days. My daughter, she really loves pickles. In fact, she will drink the juice right out of the pickle jar. But you know what? My sister, I have a sister that does the same thing. She will drink pickle juice right out of the jar. She will eat pickles till the cows come home. I mean, she'll eat pickles like nobody's business. Any kind of pickles, dill pickles, bread and butter pickles, any pickles, you name it, she'll eat it. But my sister, who loves pickles, does not like eggs. Now, to try to get her to eat like a scrambled egg, you're just not going to do it. Now, when we were kind of little, you know, when we were still kids, you know, she decided to try it. Like, you know, she would never eat eggs, you know, before that. But one night, you know, she got in the mood to try it and try to get herself to like it. Well, Mom made her, I think it was a scrambled egg. And so Tammy, my sister, she sat down and started to eat it. And I think she got about half of it down. And she says, no more. I can't handle no more. But it was funny because, you know, as she started to eat it, she's like, well, you know, maybe I could like this. You know, maybe it's okay. But she got about half of it down and she's like, nope, no more. I can't do it. Can't do it. So, you know, she, and I'm assuming, now I haven't seen her in quite a while, and I never asked her about her egg fetish, or her non-egg fetish, I guess, or, you know, the fact that she didn't like eggs. Oh, man. Oh, I'm telling you, this Murphy's Law, you guys. I dropped my Derwent eraser, and the back of it came off, and the batteries, like, spilled out. So, I'm going to have to shut the camera off a minute so I can chase down my batteries in the back of this, in the back of this eraser. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright guys, we are back now. As I was saying, I dropped my Derwent eraser, and the one part broke where, you know, the little motor was too. Like when it landed on the floor, I mean, all the pieces came off of it. So my husband took super glue and tape and glued that part together. So like I said, that stupid Murphy's Law is getting to me today. But, so we're gonna keep coloring. But like I was saying, you know, my sister with the, you know, with the eggs, she tried a scrambled egg that one time, you know, when she was trying to get into her, you know, and she tried to get herself to like it, but she got about half of it down and she said, nope, enough. And I haven't really talked to her lately to see if she's still got that, you know, that non-egg thing, but I bet you she probably still doesn't like eggs. I think the last time I asked her about that, yep, don't like eggs. So Tammy's not going to be an egg person. But boy, she likes her pickles. You know, she'll eat them pickles and drink that pickle juice. No lie about that. So another thing that was kind of funny, as I was, you know, right after I after I dropped my eraser, my husband got home from work, and so I was trying to put my eraser back together. He says, "Oh, you broke your eraser?" I said, "Yeah." I said today, just everything just sort of went wrong today, and I said, if you want to try to fix it, I said, I think there's a piece that broke off or whatever, but so he got out the super glue and some tape, and he put it all back together for me. So anyway, and I was telling him, now if you watched my part 1 of this reboot, I was telling you guys today, now today is Tuesday, oh my gosh, today is Tuesday what is today, the 17th? Anyway, whatever Tuesday is, whatever today is, oh, that's terrible, but, today is Tuesday, and, yeah, I think it's the 20th, actually. Yeah, today's the 20th. Anyway, today's Tuesday the 20th. So when my husband got home, I was telling him about that. If you watched my part 1 of this reboot, you guys know that today I got a really rude comment on one of my videos, and I was telling you guys about that in part 1. So I was telling my husband about that, and I showed him the mandala that I had originally colored for the buddy color with Anne. It was the one that I showed at the beginning of the video, and he says, yeah, you know, like he really liked it. And then I showed him the progress on this one. He says, well, except you don't do anything. He says, you better keep coloring for all those disability checks. Because I told him about the comment that I got, and so he says, well, you don't do anything, you better keep coloring for all those disability checks. So, yeah. But yeah, he got home, and as he was fixing my eraser, we just, we were talking a little bit, just to kind of unwind a little bit. Yep. Just drinking a little bit of beer. So on Monday, the July 3rd, Sheenie Weenie, one of our other doggies, has to go in for a little bit of surgery because she's got she gets these lumps on her, and it's not like the regular fatty lumps that that dogs will get, especially like when they're aging and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, my other golden retriever Abby, she used to get like those little, and some of them weren't so little, but they were the the lipomas that dogs will get, which are the fatty little lumps that they get with just fat tissue built up. Sheena, she gets her lumps are ones that have mast cells in them, so they're tumors. They're little cancerous tumors like on her skin, so we have to get those removed because if you let them go, it could have the potential to latch, like the cancer could have the potential to latch on to one or more of her organs. So we have to get that taken care of. So she's got to go in for some surgery on July 3rd for that. And then while they got her out, they're going to go ahead and do a dental on her because her teeth need to be cleaned. She's got to do her choppers. So we got to do that. Caleb, he just had his dental right before we left for Leader Dog. Like, we took him in like on the 12th. No, when did he go in? He went on like the 8th or something like that to get his dental. So we took him in to do that. So he's all squared away. Turbo's all squared away. He doesn't need anything. Nobody really needs anything until August, and I think there's a couple of shots a couple of vaccines that they're going to need. Caleb, I think, is going to need a canine flu booster. Sheena just got her rabies shot, her 3-year rabies. So she's in good shape. As far as that goes, we just have to get those lumps in her dental done. And then she'll be in good shape. I think I'm going to do red around the outside here too. Try to get this in frame. Make sure that we're in frame. So other than that, everybody's in good shape. We got heartworm meds for them. Last time we were at the vet. We got flea and tick stuff. They just got a new bag of dog food the other day. So everybody is in good shape. Yep. And that is that. So not much more to say on that. So we got dogs all over the floor, sprawled out. Some of them are sprawled out, some of them are sitting. Sheena's over here. We got Turbo kind of looking at my tripod. Caleb is just sort of chilling on the floor. Got the daughter over here by the sink. Say hi.
Hi. How you doing?
And my husband, he went to the store to pick up a few things. We had to get some more bug spray too because flies are coming in through our back door when we go in and out. So we had to get some Raid or something, so we went to go pick up some bug spray for that. It's that time of year. And then we had to go get something for dinner. I think we're gonna have spaghetti tonight because he got in the mood for some spaghetti. Those hamburgers that's in the fridge, just smash them up and you know, cook them for the spaghetti, because those will need to be, you know, those will need to be done. And the daughter, she's been doing the cooking as of late.
Been doing that for a while.
Yep. And she really does a great job on the salmon. Yeah, she really does a great job on the salmon, like, you know, when I've had my salmon.
It's not.
No, it's not hard. But, man, that stuff can get overcooked just so easily, though. Like, it can really, really dry out quickly. But
We're doing spaghetti tonight?
yeah. I guess we got noodles in there, and then your dad went to go get some sauce. Yep. You know what you should do is we should make one of these videos, and you should sit down and color with me. And then we can answer some questions that they may have. I'll just have to focus the camera so we can get everybody in. We'll have to play with that a little bit. But and then you can show them what you like to color. So yeah, we should actually do that. But other than that, guys, I think I told you pretty much what was going on the last few days. I'm glad my computer is okay. Because I would not have liked to have been without that for a few days, or even having to get a new one. I mean, it would have been far from us having to get a new one. But like, if there was really something wrong with that fan, and if it crapped out, we would have been up a creek. So I'm glad that worked out. But yes, we got dogs over here. Lots of dogs. We've actually got 3 dogs. I think I told you about them, but we got Caleb, who is my golden retriever and my leader dog. We got Turbo, who, well, you guys have seen the dogs. I showed you guys the dogs in the Let's Chat video. Just go back, if you want to see our dogs, just go back to my channel and look for the Let's Chat video, which I did face-to-face. Now, I was watching Anne's first video, and, you know, when we were doing the buddy color here, I was watching her video, and so, yeah, I talked about the pickles, but she was talking about her playlist, like she was going to do playlists for her channel. And I've actually got some playlists on mine, but I need to update them because I kind of got a little bit lax. Like, I think the main one that I had was the coloring book flip through and reviews. And I've been putting those videos in a playlist, but I think I have missed a few recent ones that I have done. So I do need to go back and probably add a few to that playlist. But when I do, you guys will be able to, I mean, the playlist is still there, but I just need to add a few of the recent flip-throughs and reviews and stuff to that playlist. And also I was thinking, like, for the buddy colors and the color and gabs, like if I do more than one part, to make a playlist for that particular picture. So in case you guys want to see it from, like, start to finish or something, you can do that. Yep. So that would be that. And then, like, if I do any kind of series, whatever, you know, kind of like how Anne did with her grayscale. if I ever do anything like that, then I'll make a playlist for something like that. But I don't really have anything in mind. I'll probably make a playlist for the subscriber showcases or whatever that I said that I was gonna do. And I still have to come up with a name that I'm gonna call it, because I just don't know exactly what I'm gonna call it. I don't want to call it the same thing that Anne does, you know, so that you know, so that it's different. You know, so that I'm not doing this same thing that she is, really. So I got to come up with another name for it. But I'll probably make a playlist for that. Yep. Yep. I try to keep my head sort of turned to the side a little bit, because I think if I have it where it's just like directly over the picture, you guys aren't going to be able to see the picture at all. And that was my problem when I was trying to do part 2 of the original mandala for this. And also, you know, with the camera angle, like if I can adjust the camera angle a little bit, then that helps with the problem of my head. So you learn a little bit of tips and tricks, and yep. So you do what you kind of got to do. Now, what I did with on the outside here, it looks like it's a little darker than the hearts because I added a little bit more pressure, which is a good thing. So then I think I'm going to take blue, and should I take blue? Yeah, I think I'm going to take blue, and I'm going to come in the middle here of the hearts. There's like a little circle there, and then I'm going to do it here. Just right on the edge of the red here. I think that'll work out nicely. And I'm gonna put blue just on the inside over here. I think that'll look nice. So what have you guys been up to? Have you gotten any new coloring books or supplies? When I am able to get something new, I do want to get the Touch 5 markers, because Anne, you know, she swears by those things. And I've seen her work with them, and I so want to get them. Ideally, like if we're living in an ideal world, I would love to have Copics. I really would. I would love to have some Copics. But those things are crazy, crazy expensive. And for what I do, I don't know if I could justify them. But I would actually love to have some. And maybe I can do what Anne did and get skin tones. But you know what? Like, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Because like I have other stuff that I can do skin tones with. And for what I would use Copics with, I don't know if it would just be a justifiable thing. So it's not really at the top of my list, although don't get me wrong, I'd love to have them, but I think what I want to do is I will get the Touch 5 markers, and I want to see how I like working with them. I would also love to get some Prismacolor markers, because I think those are pretty nice. Shalene swears by those. She loves her Prismacolor markers, and I've seen her color with them, and yeah. But I want to get the Touch 5s and just see how I like working with them, and then I can always go from there. Like when the need or the desire warrants, you know. Yes. So I'm trying to go around this red for the little hearts and stuff. Trying to think where this is going to lead me. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in frame. So I do want to take this blue and just kind of go along the side of the red here. I think that's what I want to do. And try to connect it up. Yep. Because I'll go around. It's going to kind of swirl. Like, one thing I've noticed with his mandalas. Oh my gosh, I found myself slipping. I said mandalas. And here I said that I say mandalas most often. But sometimes I slip and I catch myself doing the second way, which is okay, I guess. But one thing I've noticed with his mandalas is that you get some pieces that kind of go around and around here, kind of just intertwining around some of the other layers, which is really quite intricate. It's actually really, really quite intricate when it does that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm coming around, and I have to kind of stop and think there for a minute to try to get the blue to do what I want it to do, and to get it to connect up the way I want it to connect up, because it's going to swirl. It's going to swirl and jig-jag, jiggity-jag. So yeah, that's what's been going on here. Not too much going on over the week. We're probably just going to take doggies for a walk in the evening a couple of times, because we've been kind of getting used to doing well, my husband would actually do the big 2.5 milers with them, you know, because there's a bike path that he takes them down. But I started going with them. So, I said, you know, we could actually do this more often, because he would just, you know, go on the weekends with them, because, you know, he works during the week, and, you know, getting home after that, you know, you kind of just don't want to go. But, you know, if you got somebody to go with to kind of help you with the dogs, it's helpful. So we'll probably maybe do that a couple of times. Well, the weather's nice, you know, and then on not so nice weather, then it'll be treadmill time. Yep, treadmill time. So I'm glad I got my treadmill, but I need to, now that I'm on this diet, I need to just psych myself into getting onto it more often and doing some stuff with it. And I could, you know, I mean, you know, I would just take my phone or something, you know, with my Audible on it, and just listen to a book, which is what I would do. Okay, so I'm going to take, I will come around here. We're going to put some more blue. Try to keep my head off to the side, so I may have to end up doing this in 3 parts. I don't know. We'll see. Because now I'm getting into some smaller areas a little bit. But I'm going to try to keep up with the chat so that we can have something to yakety yak about. And I do have some other pictures and stuff that I'm going to show you guys, and some stuff that my husband gave to me that I'll be showing to you guys. I did get one coloring book, just one. I've been pretty much in coloring book jail for, I don't know, the last couple weeks or so, but I did get one coloring book, and it is the Debbie Macomber Come Home to Color one. I've had that one on my list for a long time, and so I did manage to get that one on Sunday. But that is pretty much all I have gotten. And as you guys have known on my channel, I have not had any any hauls lately, just because I haven't been able to get really anything lately. So, now I did show you guys in part 1 my Fitbit, which I got on Sunday. So I'm enjoying that. I downloaded the app and I got that all synced up and going. So that's going real nice. And I'm actually, I'm actually not doing too bad on my little diet. I'm actually doing quite well. And I know that there's temptations out there, and there's always going to be stuff out there to tempt you and to draw you in. But you know what? I've been doing pretty good so far. Granted, it's not really been that long, but you know what? I've been doing good so far. I really have. And yeah. So the little squigglies are going to take me a little bit longer to do, just because of what they are. So I like to kind of go in along this. I'm going to go in along the red, and we're just going to color what we can. Color, color, color. But yeah, so far it's not really been that great of a week. Yesterday I just wasn't feeling the greatest, because I didn't get much sleep. And then today, Murphy's Law. So I think it's going to be I think tonight is just going to be a night after dinner, just to relax with my iPad and maybe watch some videos. I'm still trying to get caught up on everybody's videos, because I am still super, super, super behind on stuff. I really am. I'm super behind. When you have to be away on trips, and when you're just busy, it makes it hard to stay caught up on stuff. Yep. But I shall manage. And it's nice that I have stuff to watch, like at night when I'm, just relaxing with my iPad and stuff. Ooh. Got the hiccups a little bit. Oh, sounds like the hubby's back home from his little jaunt. So we're just going to color this. Then I'm going to go in here and color the little circle. So we're getting there. I may end up finishing this in part 2. Hi, dear.
Hi.
Say hi to everybody, dear.
Hi, everybody, dear.
Hey, I've been coloring away, dear. I should get those big disability checks, huh?
You don't?
Nope. Nope. Sure don't. I should, though, shouldn't I?
According to that one person, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
So if I didn't say so in this part, I am using my polychromos, because I love my polychromos. And actually, I've never really done too much coloring with markers, even when I was a kid and I would color. When I was a kid, I used a lot of crayons. Like what we did with the Crayola challenge. But I never really used a lot of colored pencils, per se. Although I did have some. But I use crayons a lot more. But now, I tend to reach for my colored pencils more than anything else. Yep. I think I got into my little lines a little bit, but I can go back and fix that in a minute. I may have to stop the video for a little bit to go spend some time with the hubby, and then just come back and resume this, which I can always do. That is not a problem. I think I will do that probably after I get this last piece colored here along the red. And then I will come back and finish the rest of the video. Probably won't be till tomorrow. Like today's Tuesday. I'm not going to upload this part for a little bit yet. So today's Tuesday. I'll come back probably tomorrow and do some more because it's starting to get a little dark, and when it gets dark in here, the lighting isn't the greatest, and so then I have to stop because I can't really see what I'm doing. So it's probably a good time for me to go ahead and stop anyway here. I mean, I'm going to continue the part, but you know, I'm just saying that for, you know. Alright guys, we're back and ready to go. I apologize for that. I was just telling you guys that I was going to need to take a little bit of a break because it was starting to get dark in here last night, and I was having a hard time seeing what I was doing, and my camera cut out on me, so we missed a little bit of the coloring, and then just me telling you guys I was taking a little bit of a break. But it is the next day. It is Wednesday, the 22nd, I believe it is, and so we're just going to continue where we left off. And I went in and had to correct a few little mistakes because I did a couple of little oopsies. But we're going to go ahead and get back at it. So I'm going to take the red. So we had a little bit of rain yesterday evening, actually. So we had a little bit of rain in the afternoon, which was kind of surprising because it really wasn't supposed to rain at all, but it did. It didn't storm or anything, so we didn't really get, it wasn't too bad, but it was just kind of a shock and surprise, and it was getting, it was getting kind of dark in here, and so yeah, it rained a little bit, but it stopped after a while, so it wasn't super bad. Oops. It was not super bad, which was good. Let's see, I have to take this eraser and clean this up a little bit. That's what happens when your page moves a little tad. Okay. There. I'm going to have to adjust my little eraser head thing because it's starting to get low. So how was everybody's Tuesday evening? I can't believe it's Wednesday already. This week seems to go pretty fast, although I can't really say that the week started out good because it really didn't. But it's going by pretty fast, actually, for what it is. So, yep. So today should be a pretty quiet day. Wednesdays generally are. I hardly don't really have anything to do on Wednesdays a lot of the time, so I just try to either get some videos done or I will work on my stories, which I don't know if I'm going to do that this afternoon. I want to finish up this coloring, and yeah. And get this part 2 up. I uploaded part 1 earlier this morning. I think it got uploaded about like 7 o'clock or something this morning, my time. So, you guys should be watching that if you have not seen that one already. So, we got up this morning and We had our little espresso like we always do every morning. And other than that, it's been a pretty uneventful day. This afternoon, I really do need to type up some notes from a meeting I had a while back ago, because that needs to be submitted. I'll probably end up doing that either this afternoon or this evening, something like that. So we shall see. But yes, that really needs to get done and out of the way. What I also need to do is I have a closet that I need to clean out. I got some stuff in there that I really need to get rid of. So I should be working on that, but sometimes I just like coloring too much, and I'd rather color than do chores. But sometimes those chores need to get done too. Not that I like doing them, but sometimes it really does need to get. Sometimes there's just no choice but to get it done, because you put it off just way too long, and I tend to do that. I am like the world's worst procrastinator when it comes to stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie about that. But yeah, there's just some stuff that needs to get done that I'm gonna have to just man up and do it. Just man up and do it. Then it's done, and then I don't have to worry about it, is the thing. It's just getting my mojo to do it is the thing. That is the thing. So I think this mandala is going to turn out pretty nice. We're getting to it. Yeah, I could actually do a lot of these mandalas with you guys on video. Like if I were to do a mandala on camera with you guys, I could probably get them all done, or not all done. I couldn't color this whole book in 2 parts, but I could get a picture done in 2 parts, I think, and actually finish something up with you guys on camera, which is what I'm going to do today, is finish this up with you guys on camera. So this video may be a little bit longer. The first part was almost an hour long. This one is probably going to be around that same time frame, maybe even a little longer, depending on what I can get done here. Because I don't want to go into a part 3 if I don't have to. But we're actually getting down to it. I mean, we're getting down to it. It's not. It's going to get finished up here pretty quickly. And what I'll do is I will probably off camera, I will look closer and you know, see where the white, you know, to see where the white, like if I have any white spaces in there that I need to fix up. You know, like if I didn't get close to the line or something, like if there's something I need to go over, I will do that. But other than that, I think I'm going to end up finishing this up with you guys on camera. I think the only other thing that I finished up with you guys on camera was the Crayola challenge, you know, the Crayola crayon challenge. But, you know, that was kind of a different situation. It was kind of like just a silly, you know, just sort of for fun thing. I mean, it's all fun, don't get me wrong, you know, coloring is fun. But the Crayola crayon challenge was something a little different. And, you know, when we were saying that the elves and the fairies and Bellatrix and all that made us do it, you know, because several of us did it, you know, we were just being kind of silly and, you know, having you on. Yep. But that was quite an interesting challenge. That was the Crayola crayon challenge. Ain't gonna lie about that. That was a very interesting challenge, but it was fun to do. I'm glad I did it. Glad I did it. So I could prove that I could do it, you know? Because I'm the type of person, like, do not dare me, because I'll end up doing it. Like, do not dare me. Very rarely do I pass up a dare. I mean, unless it's, like, totally dangerous or something like that, or just plain stupid, you know, then, you know, you use your judgment. But, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, you know, I always say, do not dare me, because I will do it. In fact, there was one time, and I believe it still exists, it's a karaoke website. It's called SingSnap. And like I said, I think it still does exist. I need to renew my membership because I haven't been on there in quite a while. I have not. But it's a karaoke site, and so we had like a little challenge, or kind of the fun thing that we did, where we had to sing a song on video, because like on SingSnap you can either sing without the camera, or you can put the camera on and actually record your voice and yourself, you know. And what this website is a karaoke site, and so when you sing something, it stores it on the site, and then other people can come to your site and listen to you and leave you some comments and stuff, you know. And so anyway, one of the things that we were doing on there one time was we all had to get up in the morning and sing a song in our nighties, like in our PJs. So I did that, and I got dared to do that, so I did it, and it was quite interesting. I think I sang Physical by Olivia Newton-John. Singing that song while I'm in my nightie. It was either that or, no, yeah, I think it was Physical by Olivia Newton-John. I sang that song, and then there was, we always had a thing called Wacky Wednesday. And Wacky Wednesday is there was a designated kind of silly comical song, you know, because they had those on there too. And so what you had to do is you had to you had to do it in one take and keep it up there, you know, no matter how bad it sounded, no matter how crazy it sounded. You're only supposed to do it in one take, and you leave it up on the, you know, you leave it. You can't redo it. You have to do it in one take. So Wacky Wednesday got to be quite interesting. It was definitely very wacky. The name was aptly put. And yeah, but that was always a fun thing to do. It was Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday. So, you know, we would do, you know, there was like some Ray Stevens, of course. There was like, you know, just some real comic, silly stuff that would be picked for the particular week. And so, yep, Wacky Wednesday. We had a good time with that. Man, I haven't been on SingSnap in like ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. I don't know, like I love to sing. You know, you guys know I do. And I can sing very well, in fact. That is one thing that I always tell you guys that I don't feel that I'm very good at coloring, but I do know that I do sing very well. I'm not going to lie about that. But, you know, I got caught up in other stuff, you know, making my YouTube videos and stuff, and, you know, doing other stuff in my life that I can't do it all. I cannot do it all. So I have not been on SingSnap in a very, very long time. It's not that I didn't want to, it's just, you know, there's only so much time in the day to do certain things. And, you know, one of these days I'll go back on there, I think. I think it's still in existence. It should be. So I think I will go back on there at some point in time. You know, when I get in the mood to sing some karaoke. I've actually got a karaoke set up here with quite a few songs that, you know, that I got. And it does have the capabilities of recording. Like I could record a song, and it would do it onto my karaoke setup has a hard drive that that hosts all the music that I have, and I can always add more. But I could record myself singing. But yeah, sometimes I get in the mood to get on to SingSnap because there's songs that they have that I do not have because they have a vast library of stuff. And I have a pretty good collection myself, but I don't have all the songs that I like to sing, you know. So it's you know, sometimes you got to go to a different source, you know, to find something that you want to sing, which is okay. So I am Sweetnightingale on SingSnap, and I think it's still singsnap.com. That if you want to check it out. But it is a karaoke site. A lot of people, it's kind of like YouTube, you know, a lot of people will be on YouTube, you know, they'll create a channel, but, you know, they just go on there to listen to people, rather than sing. So I've seen quite a bit of that, but most of the people that get on there, they like to sing, so they do. And there's ways of sharing the link to a particular song that you've done, like on Facebook or Twitter. I think that feature is still there. I'm pretty sure it is. Like I said, I've not been on there in a really, really long time, so it's really hard to say. I couldn't really say. And we are almost done with this mandala. I think I'm going to go in with the blue here. Yep, I think I'm going to go in with the blue here, and then I think we will be done. I just have this little bit of the outside here to do in this little area right here. And then I think it's going to be done. Except for the little white spots that I'm going to look for off camera, which I will go over and fix should that need arise. But yeah, I should get on there at some point. I will get on there at some point in time and you know, do some stuff. But I still should have some music on there that you know, that I've recorded, like, whenever. I think I joined it in 2007. And even though I haven't sung anything on there in a while, even though I haven't been on there in a while, I'm sure my stuff is still there. I let my subscription slide. Like, you can have a free membership, but you can also upgrade to gold, and you get more songs, and you get more perks. You know how that goes. And so I let my membership slide because I just have not been on there. But I think I am still on there, you know, just as a unpaid member. And I should still have some songs on there. So I am Sweetnightingale on SingSnap. And yeah, that's that. And we are almost done with this mandala. Now, I was reading one of the comments on part 1, and I guess either way to say it is correct. I think it was Melody Jones that told me that she was watching someone on YouTube, and they were saying, you know, either way you say it is correct. So, mandala, you know. I don't know that there's really any kind of official way to say it. Either way, you know, hey, as long as you like, you know, if it's something you like to do, and as long as you like to do them, and you get your enjoyment and your kicks out of doing it, that's really what counts. That's really what matters. Yes, sir and ma'am. All right, one more little piece, and then I think we are done. We are getting there, guys. Home stretch, home stretch, home stretch. Hold your breath. Hold our breath. Are we going to get it done? I think we're going to get it done. All right, I'm going to take a closer look at it here and just make sure I did not miss anything. I'm probably going to take the blue up a little bit higher in the hearts. Yeah, there's some white spaces in there that I think I'm going to fix. But you guys, I think for the most part, for all intents and purposes, here is our mandala. Mandala. Here it is. Here is our picture. And I think for all intents and purposes, it is done. I'm going to go back over it off camera and just clean up some of the little white spaces and all that. But it is done. I will sign it, and I will be putting some pictures up on Instagram. So, Anne, thank you so much for this buddy color. I so enjoyed it. You get 2 pictures for the price of 1, like I said, because I screwed up the footage on my other video. So, you've got this one that we just finished up here. And then we have this one here. So 2 for the price of 1. What do you know? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done that already, but better yet, hit that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. You all have a great day, and we will talk to you all later. Alright, bye guys.